There we are. Hopefully we've got sound from me. Everything's working great. Welcome back to the garage. As you can see, well, okay, stream hasn't updated for me yet, so I mean that might be a little slow. But as you can see, decided to save the fender from last time. You know, I figured my first big repair myself, so you know, why not keep a trophy, right? Why not keep a trophy? Exactly. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring things over to where we're going to be working at today here. Make sure I see that properly. What we're going to be doing, hopefully I didn't stuff you guys too much. I've got a headrest that I replaced some time ago, but you got to get a connection together so it talks to the airbag system. So we'll be taking the back of the driver's seat off and reconnecting that today. So should be easy enough. I got a couple of flathead screwdrivers. Hopefully to be able to get to the clips inside. And I'll do my best to kind of keep you guys up with me. I might need to add an extension cord, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, no, thanks. I've had had that for a couple of years. A buddy of mine made it, and this is the prototype. I'm glad you guys seemed to have enjoyed it last week during the cooking stream. Hope you enjoyed that too. A lot of fun seeing everybody last weekend, so a lot of fun was had. And, okay, let's go ahead and open this up here. This is a very old seat warmer I've had for a number of years. It still works, so, you know, no reason to get rid of it, especially since my car doesn't have heated seats of its own. But also I don't want to rip this formerly elastic strip here. I just got to figure out what's going on now. I mean, I guess I could just, you know, cut it. But, simple enough to just do that there. Oh, yeah. There's supposed to be just some hand clips here you just push in, but really hard to get my fingers in there. Oh, you know what? I think I still got the flashlight out here, so let's go ahead, grab that. Actually, there's a decent place to put this right here. If I need to see that. Oh yeah, I know I broke that one. Yeah, there's one right here. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and grab those Phillips or flatheads rather. Maybe I might as well grab my drink too while I'm in here. That way, if anyone requests the drink, I've got that ready. But you know, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to check because I gotta check on and off. Chat. They got buddy here to wrangle you guys. And this time we'll just stick to our normal time slot. This is obviously something I don't need to really spend 3 hours on. If I don't get done today, I'm really not going to cry too much about it. And hopefully, he says wishfully, it won't take me another 3 hours like the other repair did. But, you know, who am I to say he knows what he's doing? So yeah, that clip is just right here. You can see it. I can push it down. Guess the question is, you know, let me go get that small flashlight. I can cram that in there and use that as like a small little pry. I'll give you just 1 minute here. Be right back. Look, I didn't need to go that far. It's right here. It was basically right on top of the stairs, so. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I think you should just be able just to push it down, and that would unclip, so. I did try doing this previously years ago, so I broke the clip that was right about here. That kind of got me to be like, oh well, let's just fucking stop and not break the rest of this back cover so I don't have to buy a new one. I did watch a tutorial, as all good common attempts start on this, on something like this, to see how it's done. Of course, they make it look easy enough. Let's start on the side here, maybe if we can get, ooh, that wasn't fun. That wasn't a fun sound, was it? Let's see here. Ooh, okay. There's a tab there. So, can I push that in with this? Or does it go like that? Okay. What of these tabs do I push is the question. Is that how it's supposed to go? No. Thinking if I can get at least this other top one disconnected, that will buy me at least some kind of well, you know, let's see if I can actually, this one I broke. Can I get this one out? See how this is supposed to work, and maybe that'll give me an idea how it's supposed to sit. Okay. Again, swearing at cars. That's what we're doing again. Okay, so looks like what I have to do bottom here. That. So, well, let's find this here. Just put my glasses out here, that way I don't lose them in the car. Let's see. Port extending, yada yada yada. Okay. Diplomatic shenanigans, wonderful. That's always wonderful, I suppose, right? All right. Oh, dang it. All right, let's come out from this side here. Ah! Ah! Alright. Alright. Got that loose. That's blinding me. Thank you. Okay, so that just rides up and down. Okay. So then, if this part wasn't broken, or since it is broken, I should just be able to. As I'm sure you've been told, a lot of us are recovering from some kind of con crud, so I apologize in advance for any coughing tonight and especially tomorrow. I'll have to do my best to pull away from the microphone. I'll play tomorrow. Well, I'll pull that around later. So then, are these the same kind of tabs, or are these different back in here? Oh, I see the part I got to plug into. Or at least the part from the headrest anyway. Oh. Okay, well there we go, that worked. So that should just tug right out, I guess, huh? Maybe. Okay, maybe I need the glasses now. Oh, the lights in the vehicle went out. That's fine. We have portable lights for that. Let's get my glasses on now. Stream streak. Look at that. Let's see. Don't worry about. Yeah. Oh no, it's not like I'm dying. It's like a congestion. So it might be like an allergy thing or something like that between coming from the north, the Midwest, Michigan to other state. Man, stuff stays hot in these things a long time. But yeah, let me just swap positions for me here. See if I can get you guys inside. Yeah, I can't get you guys inside just yet. So let me get the extension cord so I can buy a little more room on the power source here on the portable stream. That in, plug that back in. There we go. Portable Stream-O-Matic. I'm going to mute the mic real quick here so you guys don't get deafened. There we go. All right. Now, and let's just take the camera off the tripod. All right. What I initially did was I accidentally popped this, it broke this part off, as you can see. Then, let me just, here. And that's the one I just took care of. This one right back here. And these looks like they just popped out of place. Of course, obviously they're mating ones over there that we're going to try and take out so we have the full back off. Full back off there. Go ahead and swap views for me so I can see see chat now. And yes, got a pillow in the back of my car here. It's okay to sleep in your car as long as as long as you want to sleep in it. And I generally take a nap, or at least try to take a nap at lunch. Well, also before work too. I don't like being late, so I show up to work pretty early. So I just sleep in my car. Come on. I have to come at you from both ends to loosen that off, don't I? Wouldn't I? Well, since I've got this end, this side exposed, maybe I can. Okay, I've got the screw. Okay, here's the other screwdriver. Let's get this one in range here. There we go. There it is, right up there. Push that in a little bit. Alright, got that side tugged out, I think. Can I get to this side? Probably. Where's my other... There's the other flashlight. Did you guys enjoy the cooking stream last week? Hope you did. So I know we had fun having you guys along for a little bit. Well, alright, that's not budging yet. Let's see if I can get this one. There we go. Jam that in there. I put in the cup holders here. That's what I'm looking at. come in about here. Say hi to nice people, Tardy. Wow, I can't do his voice right now. That's my little buddy Tardy. He's what you call a CD wallet. You see, back in the day, in the before times, music wasn't kept on your phone. Music used to be kept on these shiny things called CDs. And you need things called CD wallets to keep all your CDs in. That's where our little buddy Tardy was, or is. But other than that, he just, kind of hides in the car and just waits. And observes. He's our special little man, though. Sorry for lights getting in the camera. Trying to keep it off the camera too much. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, that last one's a little stressed now. There we go. That plastic's a little stressed, but it's fine. There we go. There's the there's the back seat cover of a 18 Dodge Journey. If you ever wanted to see what that looked like back there. Okay. Now it's pretty simple from here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring you guys back in. Bring you guys back in here. Now what we're looking at here, let me swap lights here. This here, well, I've got the light on. You really can't see it that well, can you? All right. Let's do this. Light away from the camera a little bit. Got this little dongle here that comes up into the headrest. And apparently it's got some doodads that it talks to up in here. Because what happened is there's a couple of clips in here that cause the back of the headrest to spring forward. I had just a plastic clip erode away and gave away, that's what sprung this forward on me one day. I forget when it happened, but had to replace the headrest. And when I was trying to pull it out, I didn't know all this was back here. So I bought a new headrest. All I had to do was just push this in, squeeze these. That's just the wind on the garage door. Pull this up. Well, apparently this thing was connected, and just tugging. That's what this is. Until I finally just popped the wires out of this thing, pulled out. Oh, and then that's why I noticed. So there was a wiring. Well, I noticed the wiring was here, obviously on the new headrest. But obviously, with it being connected, I didn't know what was up. So. Pretty simple fix. It was also relatively cheap too. I saw the sound there spike. Electric or cable? It's some kind of data support, because when I turn the vehicle on, the, what's it called? It's tied in with the airbag system is what it is. So that's what we're kind of fixing right now. So we got to take the old one off. Hopefully it's not all that broken. So what I'm looking at is that. So I should just be able to push this in. Fucking God, really? You're that much of a pain in the ass. Yes, you are. There, just pop that out right there. There. Then, just be as simple as just plugging this in. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Yep. Good right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and start the engine. I'm going to turn the microphone down here. Hopefully, that looks a lot better here on the soundboard too. So, I mean, we're about to find it. We're about to find that out. We're about to find that out if I see if I damage the connector or not. Look at that. Well, you didn't see. But the airbag light did not come on, so I'm going to call that a win. I was fixing an issue. When it happened initially, Darkstar for just joining us. When it happened, I don't know, I want to say maybe about 2 years ago now, this back headrest here, let me move the camera around a little bit. Like I said, this back headrest I just popped up. It was a plastic clip that kind of just gave away, which caused this to just pop up on me and wouldn't go back into position. So I had to buy a new one because it was straight up broke. What had happened was, when I went to go remove this headrest here, this little connection piece right here that we just more or less reconnected, this little thing here, popped out of the old headrest. It was left here. And obviously, until now, I didn't really open this back end up to connect this issue because this is apparently tied into the airbag system. So, I had the red airbag light on for ever since I made that swap X number of days, months, years ago. And because we fixed the fender last time I was on, I figured, well, I don't feel like drawing at the moment or starting up with the models real right yet. Let's, fix another car issue. Now that old headrest had long been tossed out, so, whatever. But, said, looks like, okay, yeah, that was the issue, is that, see, what I thought I had to do was push down on this to get it out, but no, apparently this needed to come up to pop out of its hook. That's why we can put that back. I already broke one of them off, which, let's go ahead and get that pulled out now, actually. Now that we're here and have easier access to everything, we can just go ahead and do that. Can we? Can we please do that? Alright, well, we got rid of this. We got this plastic part with this one. Hi, Stigma. I see better up close. Yeah, it would originally sit there. That's what these things sit in. Yeah. Yeah, that would sit right here, like that, and this just goes into it like that. apparently last time when I first tried to do this, obviously too much pressure on this, it just popped it right out. But I mean, it sat on there pretty fine the past X number of days, weeks, and months, and what have you, until basically just now. Now, even now, this thing is giving me a little bit of a fucking fight. And we're still technically not done until I put this thing on. So. Yeah, the Strycar bulk, that's right. Number of plastic clips in modern cars is yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, I'm sure it's also, easier to work on some things as well. As opposed to everything just being straight upholstery. Come on, get out of there, you little bitch. Also, Bulk, we missed you this weekend. Missed you, boo. You want to have fun, I'm sure. You and Hazelwood. Alright. Come on, get out of there. God, you little shit. How come you came out moderately enough, and this thing is giving me all trouble still, even though it's fucking broke? Why won't you come out of your little hole? There! There, I got the square little bastard. Oh, well, I mean, I guess 6 of one, half dozen of the other, Bulk. Yeah, electronics are stored in the walls, apparently. Yeah. No, this was pretty straightforward. Now I just gotta make sure I can line everything else up properly. Now, where do these... Okay, these go down in here. I should be able to just pop everything into place. You should. Let's go ahead and get that there. Well, let's do that. Let's at least try and line all this up. Or maybe just get this guy here and then, okay, yep. There we go, look at that. Yeah, that's all back in place there. Well, it took us about, 40 minutes, half an hour, something like that? Yeah, 40 minutes, that's not terrible. Again, a lot easier than the last fix we had, I'll say that. Yes, I do have the tire. I did bring the tire home. Did bring the tire home because no one else necessarily grabbed it when they were starting to head out, so I grabbed that, and I guess that means, I'm now guaranteed to come back next year to make sure the winners of the BPL Prix Grand Prix get to sign it. What's the best time on a brake pad or rotor swap? Hell if I know. I'm not a mechanic. I've done just exploratory repairs because I didn't necessarily want to get the insurance company involved in a little crunch and run I had. I mean, technically I still have part of the bumper to replace, and really the little dent on the hood, but that's not really interfering with anything, and I don't feel like replacing the hood either. So that's a little bit out of the question, I think. Drums all afternoon? Well, I mean, I don't want to. You just want to bang on your drum all day, I guess. Yeah. However, let's go ahead and swap cameras here. I do possess Tom Bombadil's mayoral rim that he gave me, right back there. That's from the Tom Bombadil's vehicle. I don't know. What the hell we're going to do for the next like what 45 minutes or so we have the stream here that I normally have. Really didn't have much else planned really. Oh, it's hot. There's really not much of a tour of the garage I can give you guys. It's just a garage really. I mean, I got the wood I got all the stuff for fire pits over here. Got a lot of just kindling, old vines and old tree pieces, both beechwood, birch, and yes, wood. Got some old pallets back there I took from work. Bunch of little old pallets, small pallets right back in here that Hilo won't pick up because of the forks, so I brought those home so we didn't have to use them and, make like a little firehouse and burn it all kind of thing. Random door back there. I was left with the house. Shelving unit I took from Gen Con that buddy of mine maybe grab someday. I got up on the wall there. I mean, yeah, Hobo, that's the basic idea, is to make a little log cabin and burn it for the pallets. That's exactly what the idea is. But, yeah. Yep. And I mean, I know I've got these fluorescent light fixtures up top, but I mean, I've got lights in there. Now, granted, they aren't the best lights, but I'm pretty sure that at least a couple of them I put in there are supposed to work. I just grabbed some old ones from work and put them in there, but I don't know what light switch triggers those. It's weird. Okay, there's some weird wiring in this house because I've got lights on either side of my garage that have low voltage that go to them because I can screw in LED light bulbs. They will come on, but very dimly. But I don't know where that switch is at either in the house. So I wouldn't. So I don't know. Is that a pull? I mean, oh, pull card. Talk about this? No, tennis ball park. Tennis ball park. I'm getting that old where I parked with tennis balls in my garage. I've got two. Got one for when I just pull straight in, and then I've got a second one for when I normally back it, so I just hit the back windshield, back window. And then one for the, obviously, like I said, the front window when I pull in. Other than that, I mean, like every other garage, I've got, the pull cord on the garage door there, for when, that doesn't, really want to work, so. I've got you guys right here, so, you can see when I'm kind of switching between the two. Oh yeah, no, that's just something I did a couple of months ago because let's get a couple of tennis balls and put those up. Although one thing is I should probably put my reflectors up for the driveway. So I know, that's more of a snow thing, but still snow is coming. It is. It does get darker faster and stay darker longer, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have those put in the ground. But yeah, other than that, don't got a lot, You smelled it welded? Yeah. Garage for smelting and weld? Well, I'd be careful with the welding because my cousin's son, so I guess they'd be my second cousins, I think is how that works. They did some welding in their garage, and I forget entirely how it happened, but they no longer have a garage because of the welder. No one was hurt, but, gotta be careful when do welding in the garage. Yeah, it's already dark outside here. Just, As you can see, it's already dark outside, so, There's that. So, that's why I have the, so I get the reflectors. But most of the reflectors are for the snow. Because, part of my driveway is gravel, so, I really can't press too hard with a snowblower on that. What? Why am I standing? Why am I standing? I have this. I really can't press too hard on that, or else I'll start throwing rocks at my neighbor's house, or rocks at my house, or rocks at the street. So that's not fun. So those reflectors kind of help me show where the end of the garage is, or the driveway is. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad though. It's a good thing I did also put the just chatting section up because that's what we're doing. We're just chatting right now, I guess, for the next little bit. We pretty much finished up with what I need to do with the car. I got that finished up, so now we're just more or less shooting the shit, I guess. If you guys are, of course, the plug is being a bitch. Yeah. What does it look like on my head, Hosfey? Take a look. I'll let you guess. Got a little doodly dads. I got a AC-10 and a small laser. So yeah. A little Irby hat. A little Irby beanie, yeah. A buddy of mine, Caffeine, made a few of them. This one's actually the original prototype he made. And he had a couple more made up, and a couple other guys. Yeah, these were AC-10, you're right. And a couple of the guys bought them up, so. I'm glad people liked it when they saw it pop up on stream last week too. That's right, it is stylish, you're right. And actually kind of warm because it's all, just fuzzy felt and got, stuffing on the side, so. Yeah, unless I had that, actually there it is right there. Let me go grab it. And see, that's the thing. It's not necessarily like a super glue, but like some kind of like of a plastic weld you can do. But yeah, like aside from getting this piece from a dealership to repair the bumper, yeah, that's how that goes together. That's about all really could do on my car. I don't really have anything else. I mean, tires are good. I don't need to. I mean, sure, maybe if I had tire stilts, I'd rotate the tires, but hell no, not especially not without like an impact wrench or an air wrench. I'm not doing that. So yeah, well, more or less, I just shoot the shit a little bit. Hey, Mad Ducks. All right, let's see. When you're young, you think you got that growing older. You're getting wiser, means your profound things. Yeah, really, it's a bit more humble, and so you learn to take gas X and Rolaids before an evening, before an overnight gig, and you have some goodies, powder packs, packets, prevent the aches. Yeah, no, it's getting. You are wise because you know what you need to take, Mad Ducks. You are still wise. That's the thing. JB Weld, I mean, I've got some old JB Weld that maybe I could, but also, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, it probably costs like maybe 25 cents to mold that part. I probably could buy for like maybe $25. Yeah, wisdom is and also your own mistakes. That's one thing I'll take from my dad is that if you know what you're doing, you need to screw that up before. One example he gave me is he's got an amplifier system. He used to have reel-to-reel audio tracks when he was growing up. Records and stuff like that. So he had a pretty decent sound system. He even also had like an old personal surround, like an early surround system in our house. He had a couple of his old Bose speaker. He bought a couple of smaller Bose speakers. I want to say maybe in the 80s or something like that. And if the amplifier still works, we kind of have a little surround sound system, which was nice. But something went on that amplifier, and he never got around to fixing it. But when before the kids came along, he did blow his amplifier, and then he used to be part of a play theater group, or whatever you want to call it. A friend of his wrote a play. It was like a dinner mystery. It was a dinner show. It was a mystery dinner show that they would perform in different places and things like that. And one time the audio guy was there and something blew, and then my dad's like, okay, what happened? So the guy's like, oh, this. Okay, well, hang on a second. Take a look. And basically, he knew exactly how to fix it. So the guy's like, this happened to you before, didn't he? He's like, yeah, it's happened before. So learn it from your own mistakes and someone else's mistakes. Yeah, you can tell more people to shut up and they'll listen, yeah. Or just tell them to shut up and not say anything else. Just get them to shut up is the thing. Well, growing up's got its things and whatever, so, Oh, those are in there. That doesn't even work anymore. No, there's something wrong with it. It doesn't work. Oh, look at that though. I still have the other shells in here. Hey, you know what? What do we got here? We're looking at alright, we're looking at some Phillips heads in here. I know what we'll be doing next week. It's what we're going to do today until I decide to work on the car. I know what we're doing next week. And maybe Yeah, yeah. Now, what this is I'm guessing is the bungees here are not, there's something in here that is supposed to be the cocking mechanism, and whatever it is not properly catching anymore, or there's something up with the trigger. Now granted, this thing is probably like 20 years old, so but what we could do is we could try, let's open this thing up. Let me go get first off, I think this just fits over butt here, so we should be able just to pry this off. Fastest group in the West, yep. Each of us would have had a sizable iron. Okay. This might connect through to this end, which keeps this connected. So let me, like I said, let me go get the Ecto 1 screwdrivers because there's some small Phillips heads, and I'll set up a quick workbench. We'll do a little bit of work. What do you guys say? So I'll be back in a couple minutes. I mean, here's the thing. My Saturday stream did pretty much start off as, well, no, start off as the Ecto 1 build stream. Then it became, the bench stream. And then it became a gaming stream. But I'd always had some kind of, not necessarily art, but you know. Okay, these legs are a little jank, so here. I've always had some kind of working stream, so you know this fits in the criteria of. At least what I want to do on this channel is not have 100% gaming. There we go. Yeah, I got this little workbench thing here, and the one I've got over here, I got the computer on. And the state sale, like $25 each. Now, what do we have here? Ah, yes. New quote for Bad Ducks. Yeah, I mean, suddenly we're in Nerf mods. I mean, hey, at least Nerf repair, so, you know. I mean, if you want to get the Nerf mods, we can. I still remember at least one Nerf mod I did years ago when, I'm not going to say big into Nerf, but, you know, enjoyed the hobby with a couple of other friends. We modified a couple of Nerf guns. Alright, let's take this one out first. See if that will separate this. Yes, it does. Look at that. That comes right out. That allows us to separate this off. Because this end should pull right out. There you are. just like the rivets from last stream. There we go. Let's go ahead and just get these back together so we don't lose it. Oh, it's probably just the neighbors I'm hearing outside. I'll say, why am I hearing something in my backyard? But no, it's not my backyard. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a bit of screws here. So, and what we're going to try and do is we're going to. I like to try and remember where the screws came from, kind of thing. So we're going to try to do that. I'm going to reload stream here because I'm still frozen to my back seat on the computer here. So if I don't read from chat for a little bit, that's why. Hopefully this whole barrel is its own section, and I just need to take apart the end here. And hopefully this isn't roboting me too much for you guys. Oh, come on. There we go. It's there. And actually what I think I'll do is that when I take this part off, I'll put all the screws back where they originally came from. Not to break too many things. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I just gotta check OBS real quick here. Let's take a look at something here. First off, there goes a flashlight. First off, I don't want to just trip it over itself, so there we go. Okay. All right. I can go back to stream here, keeping an eye on you guys. Well, I have a black screen now on my little tablet. But at least chat's populating, so I guess that's potentially a plus. I mean, no, that's all I really need. Oh, there I am. In my hat. Oh, yeah, I'm a good little bit behind there, but that's fine. That's fine. I can be behind myself as long as I'm also ahead of myself and on time. That'll work. Nope, let's keep that guy in there. You know what? Let's just put these right back in their holes too. They don't have to come out. I can just chillax there. Maybe this is the only one I will take out for the moment, the one down by the trigger. I should also probably grab my phone and take a picture of this thing when I take it apart. That way, I kind of know where everything sits. Oh, that one's coming out. You guys go ahead and stay in there. Okay, that is not. Not great. There, here you are. You know, let's put you on the black computer. That way you will stick out like a sore thumb. I'm going to look for you. Okay, got that undone. Are you not done all the way? I feel like you should be. There we go. See, Texas is the only one that does gunsmithing on this channel, apparently. Now, granted, gunsmithing he did was probably a little painful to him. Alright, so. this screw? I'm fairly confident I did. And I am. Oh, as a matter of fact, it came right out. Look at that. So yeah, that's completely out. Double check you. I'm pretty sure your loose is all goosey. Yeah, you're so loose you can come on out, so you're good. You're separated. Is there a tab right here that's preventing me from pulling apart even more? That's actually clear, right? Okay, no. That is not a real bolt. It fucking can't be a real bolt. I took you off, right? Yeah. You want to come out so you're loose. So what is keeping you together? And it's like right here. Right here is what's keeping it together. It could be a tab, an internal tab. That's possible. That's kind of help preventing it from coming apart. I'm just checking up on chat there because I can't see it. From here, let's close it back up. Yeah. Can I peek from this side? Aha, there you are. Other screwdriver. Open. Insert. Open. Insert. Kind of did this last week, or last stream, I should say, not last week, but last stream, with the those push rivets. Open. Insert. Okay. I actually can't take this portion of the handle off because that is inside here. And I could pretty much get the entirety of the, yeah, this is all coming out here. there's just something up here in this. Part that's not playing nice, but everything back here I can get off. And I'm just not seeing. The big old mechanism right here that I can't see past to see what's caught here. Looks like there's a screw that's like right here, but I don't see anything on the outside. I just don't. What if I... Yeah, that's that screw I'm seeing. That's not a problem because it's out. Alright. Let's remove these screws before something pops and I lose all of them. So we got that one. Okay, I'll grab that one last. Anybody here willing to come out willingly again? You all wanted to. There you go. Alright, fine. Here, you. You wanted to come out, didn't you? Alright, it's these three? Yeah, these three. Well, there goes one. I heard it, couldn't see it. Let's see if we can find it. Made such a soft sound too. I mean, I can live with that one screw too, so it ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, whatever. Again, not that big of a deal. I can live with that one. Which one was it? Of course it was that one I was trying to catch. Okay. Let's get our working hat back on. There we go. And this is coming right out here. Unless it's just a really tight tap fit into a couple of pegs here. Ow. I think I've got a blade out here. Yeah, you can see where the hell did we put it? That was the question. So I'm going to shove over here. That's a pair of pliers. Don't think I'll need them, but hey, never know. I had a blade out here. Where the hell did it go? Oh, bitch. Oh shit, we swore on the stream again, didn't we? Oh, we're getting hit with the buzzer. I swear I had an X-Acto knife out here. It was usually on this shelf too. Huh. Why do I have a Sawzall blade here? I have a Sawzall. Huh. What the hell is it? Okay. I'm distracting myself now. I'm seeing things in my garage I didn't know I had. Alright. Still a car stream now. Listen, we may or may not be doing that if we get this thing open. As far as I know, whoever made this toy are now defunct. It's not Nerf, I know that. So it's nothing. Oh, there we go. There's the pop right there. What was holding that on? Okay, let's put you aside real quick. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, it looks like they put a little bit of glue along this edge here. Just to kind of keep everything in one piece. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. What time we got in here? Oh, we're coming up on time now, so. Well, let's have a look here. We release that. This is a tracked system that holds this screen. Oh, here, let me look at the camera so it looks like I'm looking at the guys right. All right. This runs along that little internal groove here, which keeps that in place. So goes here. So what wasn't happening then? Oh, what I think what happened, okay. I think these, for whatever reason, these were off. So let's get this pushed back into there. If I hold this in place, unlock this. Okay, that might be part of what's going on here. Is that it looks like, yeah, let me kind of see what I'm looking at here. Looks like this trigger, or these guys, were so far back, this was off this track here. Alright, so next week, I think we're going to keep doing some shotgun repair next week. So hooray for that. But I do have a backup for if we finish this up in time. So let's go ahead and cut things here. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, as always. Play more Luigi's Mansion. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening and have fun with Bulk and them when they come on. I'll catch you guys later.